Are you talking? Because I can't hear you.
My bad, I was muted. Can you hear me now? What's going on, everybody? This is your man Trey, aka OTR Trey, aka Treyway, aka Thursday Night Trey, aka Watch Party Trey.
Oh my god.
My apologies.
Oh, what's good, everybody? This your boy Jay, aka. You know what? I think I'm gonna just go with OTR Messiah. What's going on?
And actually, Jay, we might need to add another. We might need to add another name to you, and that's
What's this?
the OTR MVP because your videos have been going crazy with your tapes, boy.
Hey, listen. What
So you
can I
just call it
say?
like you see it, huh?
Call it like I see it. You know.
Yeah, man. Your most popular rant was about the last time and now tournament. I can't wait to see what you got to say today about it. But yeah, so this is called this. Yeah, this is episode 179. Like I said, and the question is this the end of war games? That's it's that question's kind of loaded, but y'all know
It's
what I
not.
mean when we
It's
keep
not
it going.
loaded. It's an open-ended question, and the answer is yes. They need to kill it off. Let it go.
What's up, Robert Brown? I don't
Let that
mind.
shit die.
You don't mind? I call you Clutch Messiah. Okay. He said Survivor Series was a straight troll job. Look, man, before we get into that, Jay, you weren't here for the last episode, but yeah, man, we both went 7-6 on AEW Full Gear.
Oh, it did.
Yeah, we tied, which I'm okay with. I just said you can't beat me in predictions in AEW. We could tie, but you can't
Oh
beat me.
god,
That is
that's hilarious.
unacceptable. Uh, as far as war games, okay, what up, Truth? He said, yes, this is the end of war games. All right, so in this, you went 2-2, and me and JD went 4-0.
Yeah, well, I kind of figured that because I knew who I picked that was not going to win, but
He said men's war games was specifically a troll job. All right, so
Cena losing the title was dumb as fuck. Them putting
no,
the
it
title
wasn't.
on just
No,
so
it
he could
wasn't.
be a Grand
No, it
Slam
was not.
champion. Stupid as hell.
I told you that was what they were going to do. I told
If
y'all
that
that.
was the case, then they should have just let Dom win the fucking last time is now tournament. You know what? Never mind. You about to get me started.
So speaking of which war games match did you like better, men or women's?
Honestly,
I barely liked the men's better. Barely.
I was about to say neither. They both were okay.
Triple
The
H went from
men's
Mr.
was
I
just
can't see color to Mr. I can't book for shit.
the men's was I don't know. There was something about the men's. It was like once Roman came out and him and Brock went after it, the match was over. What 5 minutes after that? 3-4 minutes after that? Yeah, I don't know.
Man, I, the women's war games, like, okay, AW Blood and Guts, y'all shitted on war games. The matches were better. Uh, let me see. I know, and then you girl Io, she had to do her spot with the
Of
trash
course,
can.
she had to do the trash can. We knew that was coming at some point.
I just feel like that women's war games really didn't need a war game. It didn't need to be in a cage.
It really didn't. Honestly, it could have just been
Traditional elimination like they did the night before.
yeah.
Because the only people that really had quote unquote a type of blood feud would have been the Kabukis and Ryu, Rhea and Io. They the only ones that really had like a blood type of feud going in. Because Becky and AJ just got started. Lash and Nia could be facing Alexa and Charlotte. They didn't need to be in a cage for that.
Yeah. I mean, it was
Um,
definitely forced. You could tell the whole women's war game was just forced so that they can have a women's match at war games. And it was all right. I mean, I can't say which one was better than the other because honestly, they both were mid, in my opinion. So,
I agree. The men's was just relying off of star power. Because how many
That's
times
all
we
it
going to
was.
see the Usos and Roman in a War Games?
I mean, think about how they booked the men's. They booked the men's war game match as the most starstruck match that
Saying it was
they've
going to
ever
be the
had.
best ever. They said it was going to be the best ever.
I mean, honestly, Cena and Dom pretty much made the entire Survivor Series
Oh,
pay
that
per
was the
view.
best. That was the best match of the night. He said, "I swear I know
Exactly.
more than
So
either you." Yeah, you probably do. What call? I don't know how to say that. How you say that name, Jay?
that's a fucking troll. That's the comment that you come with. Okay.
Oh, you ain't like Jay Uso humping the little wire on the cage and CM Punk playing air guitar on the steel chair.
Man. It was it was interesting. It was interesting to say the most.
I can't even think of a spot in the women's match that like caught my eye besides Eel jumping off with the trash can. But I did for the men's. I did like when Brock got out of the cage because when the War Games officially starts and all five competitors from each team is in there, nobody can
Yeah.
leave the cage or they forfeit the match. I did like how Brock met Roman at the ramp before it started. I did like
So
that.
here's the thing, right? I was expecting that flying spear from Roman when Brock got out of the cage just to get him to do a fucking thousand Superman punches. It was disappointing. The more I think about it, the more disappointed I get. It
Brock
was
Lesnar
just
did typical Brock things. He just got in there and just started F5 and everybody.
that's all the I did. It's just
I
that
expected Brock
well,
Lesnar to go more ham, and I know
no.
WWE doesn't like blood, um, but Cody and Punk had a couple had like some bloody eyes and cuts under there, but this is a type of match where you needed to see like some Drew McIntyre, CM Punk blood stuff like they had in their Hell in a Cell,
It's just
especially with Brock in
it's
there.
it's just that for me, when Brock doesn't wrestle anymore, you're never gonna get Brock to go in a match and really like put on. You know what I mean? It's always gonna be that dominant suplex F5 suplex F5. Like that's it. That's all you're gonna get from him.
So a
So
lot of
it's
these
like
are. Oh, go ahead.
no, I'm just saying. So you know what to expect.
All right, some of these are talking about the Dom and Cena match. We're gonna get to that, but we finish talking about these War Games first. Uh, oh yeah, when they did the Doomsday uh device on Braun Breaker, he landed on his neck,
Yeah.
and then you
Hey,
had
I give it to Braun. Braun Breaker took some hell of a bumps in that match though.
Braun was the MVP,
Yeah.
and then he got the pin on Punk, which sets up their match in January 5th
But
on
even
Raw.
still though, that goes to show like Braun Breaker taking a spear and then 30 seconds later getting up to fucking spear everybody around the damn ring. It's like
He said, "I feel like War Games should go back to NXT." I mean, if you did it at NXT, you honestly would just do Dark State versus four other people right now. Because in NXT, it was the Undisputed Era every year fighting a group of people.
pretty
The
much.
best one was probably when Kevin Owens was a surprise teammate that one time.
It doesn't need to go to it doesn't need to go back to NXT. This is what they need to do. War Games should be every other Survivor Series. Just put it like that. Having it back to back to back to back is watered down.
Or
So,
just use it when it calls for it.
or that too, or
You
just
know,
when they have.
they know every year when they're going to have Survivor Series. You can easily start building to um, a match or a situation that would call for it. Hell, I feel like Lyra and Bailey had a better reason to be in there than Charlotte and Alexa. Even though I know Charlotte and Alexa had just lost the titles to the Kabukis, but still,
Yeah.
War Games
Honestly,
needs to
I
be
feel
dropped
like after
altogether.
this, I feel like after this, they're going to go back to fucking Raw versus SmackDown, or just the traditional, Survivor Series elimination match.
The
Like
only reason why I think that won't happen is because TKO and WWE have now made it clear that they're all about money. And as long as they just got
that's true.
46,000 people in Petco Stadium for this
That is true.
Survivor Series, so I think it's not going anywhere.
Uh,
Um,
it's so watered down now. It's so bad because all they're
and
going to do to maximize profit is they're just going to keep making it starstruck, and they're just going to put all their stars together in a feud or jumble them up, and it's going to be the exact same shit every single year. I mean,
and then it's like, and then it's rumors because they were talking about all the big four going to 2 nights. So now you're gonna have war games on 2 nights. You would have probably the women probably starting on Saturday and then the men on Sunday, more than likely if they do it 2 nights.
here's the thing. I'm not mad about the 2 nights. I'm actually
Mm-hmm.
okay with the 2 nights for Survivor Series, but they got to plan better with the matches. That's all I'm gonna say. Because if you're putting all your stars in these war game matches, then who are you going to have fight outside of that? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what are your regular matches going to be? That's the only
Stephanie
problem.
and Nikki had no business being up there.
I
I
knew you
like
was
I
going to
like
say
I like I like Nikki's new gear, but
that.
that was
Listen,
about it. All right, the masked man interfering the men's war games got shot Brock Lesnar's credibility. What do you think about the masked man? And then who do you think it is?
I mean, let's be honest. It's not Seth Rollins. As much as they
No,
want
hell
you to
no.
think that was an absolute troll that he did a curb stomp. Um, watch it be something lame as Austin Theory.
Well, the
I feel
rumors
like
are
it's
that
gonna
it
be.
is Austin Theory.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be something lame as shit as like Austin's there. But I also saw people talking about Chris Jericho and all the other type of people. Jericho's too
The,
damn
the
old to
way
be climbing up.
I'm about to say he wasn't the way he was moving. It ain't him. I saw people saying that it was Mox. I was like, no, Mox is clearly involved in a storyline right now. His
Yeah,
group's about to turn
no.
on him. And then I think when they turn on him, he's going to just take a break. I don't think he's going to go right back to WWE. Austin
I,
Theory is
I
going to be
I mean
lame.
honestly, Austin Theory is the only person that really makes sense.
I wouldn't be
In my
mad if it
opinion.
was. I've heard Montez Ford. People said Montez Ford. I
The
was.
only way I would have saw it being Montez Ford is if he turned on what's his name already, and you know what I mean. That would make more sense. Could be
Mello
Mello,
would be
but I
fun.
don't think it's Mello. I don't
Because the
think it's
thing is,
Mello.
people keep saying, "Oh, look at the body type. Look at the body type." You know what WWE did, which is a old school wrestling trope, is they never showed who it was. So honestly, the person who jumped in the cage doesn't have to be the person that they unveil it to be.
Exactly.
So it could be whoever. Honestly, they could change their mind.
I and then the other thing that I didn't like was I didn't like that that face that CM Punk made. Like he knew who it was. If they were going to unveil him, then that I can get that dumbass face that he had. But to me, I like why have that shock look of it's you? Like, oh, what are you doing here? I don't know. I didn't care for that. That
Well,
he stayed maxed out the whole.
Seth Rollins was just on the Rich Eisen show. And he's no longer wearing his sling, so that's why people started thinking it might be Seth.
It's not.
It's not Seth.
No,
Uh,
it's
but let's go to the match of the night. So I was going for Dom. Of course I was. But Robert Brown said John Cena ought to be ashamed of himself selling Raquel and Roxanne's finishers. What do you think? John Cena was just putting over the Judgment Day. He was just putting over the
John
Miz.
Cena's just putting over everybody at this point now.
Yeah, that's all
He
that
don't care.
was.
He
He
on
don't
his
care.
way out. He putting as many people over as he can. I mean, hell, now that Survivor Series is done, what we're not gonna see John Cena again until
Next
what
week.
main event?
Yeah, next week.
Is it next week?
It's the
Oh
13th.
shit, it is next week.
Yeah, so the John Cena train is coming to an end next week on Saturday.
And it's gonna be freaking him and oh my god, Gunther.
We're gonna talk about it, but I can make a case for LA Knight, but all right, hold on. And then he said, "Okay, I'm a troll. Uh, how do you feel about Dominic Mysterio becoming a double champion? Psh, loved it,
Oh, it's
loved
not that
it.
I'm. It's not that I don't like it. I'm fine with it. It just again, it brings us back to the point of this last time is now tournament is dumb as fuck. Now that John Cena doesn't have the title, it's stupid. Makes no sense. Do it for why would they do it? For what reason? For what
Liv
reason?
Morgan didn't help matters at all. I disagree. I knew Liv was coming back. I just had a feeling that they weren't going to save her to the Rumble.
Yeah, but the fake. My thing is the
The fake turn.
yes, like the shit is annoying, man. Like they do the same
Crazy
shit.
thing is, I didn't think that she was going to turn on Dom, but it would. They could make it make sense in storyline if she did, because she was gone for so long. But I didn't think they're not breaking them up no time soon.
If she turned on Dom, I would have been fine with it. She stayed with Dom, I'm fine with it. Either way, I'd have been cool with it. But the fake slap and the, you know what I mean, and then the jump into John Cena, it was the same thing as when John Cena hugged Cody and then turned around and then
That was
fucking
the
kicked him
point.
in the
I
it,
think that was the point.
it's stupid. It was stupid. It was dumb.
Roxanne hitting him with that pop rocks was hilarious, though. Her little ass.
I still say Roxanne still to me doesn't fit in the Judgment Day, but that's just me.
Oh, we gonna talk about it. Let me see here. I got some other stuff. Uh, da-da-da. Correction, John Cena was trolling. He said Liv Morgan's return was too basic. I
It
I
was
mean
it
you
was it
but
was.
you kind of saw it because once the ladies helped and Dom faked the injury, the ladies tried to help, and then when they got kicked out, and when JD and Finn came out, and they were stomping on Cena, but before they could hit their stuff, Cena hit a double AA on them.
Yeah.
Who else was going to come out? They were going to have
Once
John. They were going to have Dom beat him clean.
once they got kicked out, once the females got kicked out, I said, Liv Morgan's coming back. It was so obvious. It was definitely
And
obvious.
and the thing is, I don't think that if she does turn on Dom during a match, it'll be for him. It would either be for him to lose the title, um, or something like that. I don't see. I didn't see her coming out there to not help him. If he
The
wasn't facing John Cena, possibly. Like
the only reason I do
If he was facing Finn, then you could make the argument of her turning on him and then jumping in Finn's arms. But then it probably would have been better if she did the John Cena spot, kicked him in the nuts after putting crazy eyes on.
the only way I could see her turning, like you said, is if Dom faces somebody in the Judgment Day, and they're kicking Dom out of Judgment Day. I just don't see her turning. If you look at the storyline, the whole entire thing since she's been out, they first started going the route where you could possibly see her turning on Dom because of the way, but then after that, they kind of went away from it. So it just, I don't know, nothing really fits that
Just because
scenario right now.
they killed the Roxanne Dom storyline for now.
Yeah.
And so yeah, sorry. So that's the thoughts. It really ain't too much to say about War Games. I mean, I think we pretty much said everything. So we can move on to Liv and Dom pretty much asserting themselves as leaders of Judgment Day. If you notice, when Raw started, JD, Finn, Roxanne, and Raquel were standing outside their truck. Liv
Yep.
and Dom roll up in the lowrider, and then
Yep.
Liv hugs Raquel, hugs JD, gives a nod. She just looks at Roxanne, and then she just stands there in front of Finn, and then he's like, "Welcome back. Let's get to work." And she says, "Thank you." Dom daps everybody up, hugs Raquel, shakes hands with Roxanne, and daps up Finn, and then they get to moving. Then when they come out, the Judgment Day comes out to Dom's music. Because remember, the last
Yep.
time Dom won the title, the Judgment Day wasn't with him to celebrate. And they came out with him. They're standing in a single file line while Dom is in front. Then he says, after our plan failed, I knew I had to call on my girl. Liv came out, and then she's doing the same thing. She's standing there and she's talking about, I've been seeing ever since I left the Judgment Day, people calling y'all weak and y'all dropping
Yep.
gold and all of this other stuff. But all that's changing because I'm back now. And then they
So
tried to fool us again with her slapping down for real this time. But then he was smiling, and then she jumped at him, looked like they was about to have some Edge and Lita live sex celebration on some freaky shit.
Oh man, that
Then at the end of the night, when they're having this tag team turmoil with all the ladies, the Judgment Day comes out there, and then when they take them all out, Roxanne hands Liv the tag title. Liv says, "You can keep it," and then she holds both their hands up. But I saw another angle where when she held their hands up and then dropped them, Raquel gave her a look
mm.
like, "Okay, bitch."
I
He
mean,
said Liv Morgan's promo was stuck. I thought it was good. Liv's got an annoying voice sometimes, but I thought it was good. It furthered the storyline.
she got this. She got this pitch when she really started this high tone that
When
when
she
she starts
starts
really.
getting in her bag, she starts getting that high
Yeah,
pitch.
yeah. Um, I definitely see Roxanne and
Raquel.
God no, yeah, Raquel. I mean, honestly, if they're trying to put the gold back on Judgment Day, you think they're going to give them the women's tag team? Because
I
right now,
think
this women's tag team, their focus right now is on the women's tag team division. That's where the focus is. You can tell how heavy they're pushing it, but to me, it doesn't make sense to throw them two in the tag team mix because there's so much going on with that women's tag team division right now.
mm,
So I don't know how they're going to do it, but it feels like that's the route that they're going.
fun fact: WWE pulled Liv Morgan from 2 movies, if I'm not mistaken. No, you're right. They did. I know they pulled her from one movie. I don't know if they pulled her from another. The Judgment Day needs to break up. I don't know. I have a couple thoughts on that. But you saw Liv ran up on Stephanie and said, "I'm back. Just wanted to let you know that," and then walked away. And the thing with the Judgment Day is, I think Liv is going to try to get Raquel and Roxanne to go after the tag titles again
I think
because
so too.
Liv wants to go for solo gold now.
Yep.
And remember, Raquel was already in Adam Pearce's face because she was mad that Nikki Bella was getting a title shot. So he said that Raquel had one coming up, and then Roxanne got in Maxine's face because she want to go after the IC title.
I mean, if they were smart, just hear me out. If they were smart, I would put the women's intercontinental on Liv
Yeah, have her and
and
Dom
have her
have matching titles.
exactly. If they were smart, I don't think that's what they're gonna do though. I think they're gonna put the women's title on Liv again.
See, this is the thing. Yeah, because technically Dom is a world champion because he's the
Yeah,
AAA Mega Champion.
yeah.
He said, "I think that's the reason why Liv was dragging it in her promo on Raw." Yeah. So what's going to happen is the Judgment Day is going to break up one of two ways. And this is because I don't think that they plan the fact that Liv came back in such a heel way. I don't think that they're turning Dom and Liv heel first.
You mean face?
Face first.
Yeah,
They're going to keep them heels. And the only way to do that is they're pretty much going to the Judgment Day. It's like a revolving door with them. Whenever people start asserting themselves as the overall leader, then that's when the group kicks them out. They're gonna I
yeah.
think either gonna do to uh Liv and Dom what they did to Damien and Rhea, where they just get fed up and let's say Liv does have a title match against Stephanie. I say the girls probably come out with her, or maybe Raquel comes out with her and she
Cost her the
turns on
title.
Liv. She attempts to turn on Liv. But then Roxanne comes out because right now what they're showing is Liv might be trying to like groom Roxanne by giving her that tag title, and maybe you think that Roxanne is going to try to help Liv, but she ends up turning on her, and then the men turn on Dom. That because I'm pretty sure they're going to keep Liv and Dom together no matter what they do.
Yeah, Living Dom's not breaking up. Here's the reason why I don't think that Judgment Day is breaking up anytime soon. And the only reason why I don't see them breaking up is because Judgment Day right now for Raw is damn near. I'm not saying that this is the same, but I'm saying they're damn near the same as what the Bloodline was for SmackDown for all those years. And
Bro,
Judgment
Liv came
Day
back and
is
was
just
in
holding.
4 segments
That's what I said.
on her
They're
first night back.
holding Raw together. I don't see them breaking up Judgment Day anytime
And
soon.
because the story got better when Liv came back.
Yeah.
Because
So
now
they're going to push. They're going to push this.
I think what they're gonna try to do is they're gonna show Roxanne's not gonna go after Dom anymore. I think what they're gonna have them do is have Liv and Roxanne start getting closer. Which will make
Then
Raquel
Raquel gets
jealous.
jealous. Yep.
Yeah,
I can see that. I
Raquel's
can
gonna
see
get
that.
jealous. And I think she's gonna be the one to flip first.
Okay.
Cause
I'm with that.
cause Finn's been plotting on Dom, but I don't know. Cause now Logan Paul wants to go after the IC title, and Dom Logan wants to go after the IC title, and he was talking shit to Ray. Cause I don't know if the Judgment Day is going to break up before WrestleMania. Honestly, I don't think they're going
The
to break up
Judgment
before that.
Day only breaks up on the Judgment Day only breaks up on one of the big four. So if they don't break up at WrestleMania, then they're going to break up at SummerSlam.
That's
That's just
crazy.
how.
Because I think that because it's a chance that Dom is going to retire Ray because Ray is 50, so
Yeah,
it's a chance that Dom retires Ray at WrestleMania
I
where they have
believe it's
their
going to
first
be Dom
match.
versus. I think it's going to be Dom versus Ray at WrestleMania,
Mm-hmm.
and it's going to be title. It's going to be the AAA title on the line, and it's going to be title versus career.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I think it's going to be.
Because Dom ain't cutting that hair, so it ain't gonna be a hair versus mask match.
No, it's going to be title versus career. If Rey Mysterio wins, then he's the AAA champion. But if
Mm-hmm.
Dom wins, then Rey Mysterio has to retire. That's where I see it going.
And I think that could possibly would be where you, if you do want to turn Dom face, it'll be during that match because he could beat Ray, and then the Judgment Day comes to beat Ray down, then Dom stops them.
You talk about like kind of like how Hogan got flipped into face when he fought The Rock. He
Kind of
was
like that.
Hollywood Hogan, and then by the end of the match, he was Hulk Hogan because
When the
NWO
judge,
came out
yeah,
and attacked
NWO
him.
tried to, yeah,
I can see that. The only way I can see that happening is if Dom beats Ray, retires him, Ray takes off his mask and gives it to Dom, and then Dom starts hugging him, and basically that's when you'll see the turn come. That's how it go to me.
and then you could
If Rey
possibly
Mysterio,
see,
if Rey Mysterio takes off that mask and hands it to Dom, Rey Mysterio's done.
yeah, and then and then if you want to have the girls turn, if you want to have the whole Judgment Day turn on Dom and Liv, you could have, uh, hold on, fun fact, Clutch Messiah. I was just about to say the same thing. And if you want to add the women into it, then you could have Liv come out there to try to stop Finn and JD from doing that, or you could have all three of them. You could have Liv, Raquel, and Roxanne come out there and try to stop Finn and JD from jumping Dom, and then right when they separate them, the girls turn on Liv, and that's how you would turn Liv and Dom face.
I
You
can
can do
see
it that
that.
way. You can do it that way. Oh, he said great minds
Or
think alike.
or why can't they just turn face the other way? Why can't they just turn face because they're fan favorite and then they just
Well, that's kind
they
of what
want to
happened.
they want to
That's
make
what
a
happened.
change in the Judgment Day, and instead of them being bad, they want to turn the Judgment Day good. I mean, that's not going to happen, but I'm just saying.
Well, that's kind of how Damien got kicked out. Because remember,
Yeah,
I appreciate you, RB. That's kind of what happened with Damien. He kept telling them, "I don't need y'all's help anymore." He kept remember when he was going against Jay, he didn't want their help. When he started going against Gunther, he didn't want their help. He kept saying, "Let me do this on my own." Rhea
it's
was
kind of the same
different.
thing with Rhea too.
Rhea was the only reason why Rhea was kind of different is because she was getting face reactions. What the hell? Are those meta glasses?
Sorry, I'm you know, I'm thinking, so I
Scholar,
had to put on my thinking glasses for a second.
Scholar Messiah. Oh, RB, you messed up right here. Inner circle. You know, Jay don't like Chris Jericho, man. You talking about the inner circle? But yeah, kind of like that. But yeah, I could definitely see that because Rhea, had she not gotten hurt, then it probably would have been the same thing. But Rhea was really honestly going out there by herself or with Dom. Nobody else was really coming out with her.
That is
So,
true.
but yeah, I like both of our ideas. But let's move on to so the last time is now tournament. Okay. So it was Mello versus Gunther, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
Mello versus Gunther. We all knew that uh Gunther was gonna win, but Mello, it was a good showcase for him. Even though I wish they would just do more with him. I liked how
I
he
just
won his
like
first match by outsmarting getting help from Cody to beat uh Bronson Reed.
oh yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can see the
But
potential with Melo, and I can see like I feel like if they just keep doing, if they keep at it, keep giving him some matches, keep letting him go ham like he is now, they got something. You know what I'm saying? Like let's keep the momentum going with Melo. Don't let it fall off because the tournament's over now.
yeah, you mean the last time is as tournament as our truth would say.
That's a great name. That's probably what I'm gonna call it too.
And then we had Jay Uso going against LA Knight. So then LA Knight ends up beating Jay Uso, and Jay Uso has the crash out of all crash outs after he loses. What were your thoughts on Jay Uso crashing out after losing to LA Knight?
I'm ready for Uso to go heel. I'm ready for him to turn heel. He's almost there. He's almost there. For him to really turn heel, he just needs to turn on Jimmy. That's all. I would say
Mm.
Roman, but you know damn well we ain't gonna see Roman again for another month or two, maybe. So I just need him to turn heel on Jimmy, and then it's completed. Once Jay Uso goes heel, I don't care anybody say. I believe he's getting another title run once he turns heel.
I I'm glad that LA Knight won because I did not want to see Gunther and Jay Uso part three.
Jay Uso, yeah.
I did not want to see that. But before we get more into this tournament, what were your thoughts on Roman kind of like dapping up CM Punk and like making peace with that a little bit, but then looking at Cody and saying, "This is the last time we ever teaming up."
I mean, did he really though make peace with
He's
CM
not. He's
Punk?
not. He's not
I
like
mean,
he don't care anymore. Like he picked him up and then they dapped or fist bumped, and then he kept it moving.
I think the Cody Rhodes thing is basically his way of putting Cody on notice that he's coming after the title.
You make anything
I mean,
about Cody hitting Punk with the elbow?
nah.
Because at the end
If
you saw Punk said to Cody, you can see him mouthing it. He was like, "What's up with the elbow?"
yeah,
Looked you in my eye.
but they're both champions, so there's nothing that's really going to come out of it
For now.
for now. For now,
And I sent you and JD the video. It was a fan video, and it was audible boos at the end of that match because this shit sucked. Like, I'm sorry, but
uh, we back
LA
in the
Knight
we back in the dome where they piping in the cheers
on
and
the
the booze.
Thunderdome. No, that was all 46. That was all 46K. uh, okay, LA Knight versus Gunther. Do you think LA Knight has a chance, or do you think it's going to be Gunther?
Man, honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing LA Knight versus John Cena. Even though this tournament is back to dumbest for me because it's for what reason? Just to say I beat John Cena, whoop de doo. It's not like
Yes,
it's a title
yes.
match or anything like that.
I was saying
Whatever.
that the whole time. The prize is fighting John Cena.
That's not a prize.
You see, Dom has been elevated because he beat John Cena.
Dom was elevated when he won the AAA title along with the Intercontinental title.
It
John
just
Cena ain't had
helps.
nothing.
He beat
Okay.
John Cena in John Cena's last PLE. Nobody else can say that.
Oh my God, this is stupid.
It's
This whole
true.
the whole concept of the tournament made sense once they put the title on John Cena, and then it went right back to being dumb as hell again once they took the title off of John Cena.
Just because you can be elevated, it's like an elevator. You go to one floor and then you go to another floor. You can continue to get elevated.
Well, this elevator to me is stuck with no power on right now. That's what it says. In between floors. Somebody hit the emergency stop button on this elevator.
Gunther has already been world champ. LA Knight has to win.
That's what
All
I
right.
feel like. I feel like LA Knight has to win this tournament. And then LA Knight has to face John Cena and then beat John Cena. And then I feel like that's the only thing that makes sense for this tournament. And then that puts LA Knight in a better position to face either CM Punk. Most likely, I feel like LA Knight is going to face uh, Cody. I don't know why. I just feel like LA Knight is going to go up against Cody. But I feel like this puts LA Knight in the best position to get that one-on-one title match.
Well, Truth, it says here, you said LA Knight has to either win the Rumble or the Chamber. If he won one of them, it'll probably be the Chamber because reports are that internally, Braun Breaker is the favorite to win the Rumble.
What makes sense because you got to think about the timeline and when Seth Rollins might be coming back. And if Seth Rollins is back and healthy by the time WrestleMania comes, Braun Breaker versus CM Punk at WrestleMania for Seth Rollins to come back and screw him out of beating CM Punk, as his get back. That scenario to me fits better and it makes a better WrestleMania match.
So because Braun pinned CM Punk inside the War Games cage, him and Paul Heyman went to Adam Pearce and they talked about it. And as I mentioned earlier, Braun Breaker has a title shot against CM Punk on January 5th on Raw. So what could possibly happen is Braun's not winning the title, I don't believe. If he's considered the winner of the Rumble, he's not going to win the title. Now the question is, does do you think we could possibly see Seth come back early and cost Braun against CM Punk
Not
on
that
that
early.
Raw?
Not that early. Nah. Honestly, I just see the match
Because he don't need
ending.
to have a good arm to do a curb stomp.
I just see the match ending in a DQ. I see
Okay.
everybody else, so everybody, the rest of the division getting involved, and then, that's when I see Jimmy and whoever else come out to help CM Punk. If Jay hasn't gone heel by then JB, Jimmy, Jay, all of them coming out to help CM Punk, and then it just ends in a disqualification.
Yeah, because
I
it
mean,
would be 3-on-3 because Logan's officially a part of the division.
yeah.
Um, there's no telling when this masked man could come because the masked man could help Braun Breaker uh,
Oh, we getting the
to
masked
interfere.
man tomorrow night. We getting the mask. I mean, not tomorrow night. We getting the masked man on Monday.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
Because they could easily draw it out. We don't know who it is. So,
I feel like we're gonna get him on Monday.
did you think we were going to get him this past Monday?
Nah, I didn't think we were gonna get him this past Monday.
Going back to LA Knight and Gunther, do you think that who has the better shot of beating John Cena, Gunther or LA Knight?
I mean, if they really want to try to build Gunther up, like oh my god, this is Brock Lesnar esque, it would be Gunther.
Because
But
the rumor is
who,
that Gunther is
who
supposed to fight Brock Lesnar in 26.
who would be a better match? Like overall match, LA Knight would be a better match.
That's because you don't like Gunther. Gunther
Yep,
is
we go.
great in the ring.
No,
They call him the ring general for a reason.
chop, chop, chop. Okay, yeah, that's all you're gonna get the whole match.
They call John Cena the greatest of all time, and all he has is 5 moves. Remember? Shoulder tackle, spine buster. drop your fist, drop your knuckles on your fist. I mean on your face.
Every once in a while, John Cena throws in a little suplex there. Don't forget the leg drop off the top rope. John Cena got a little arsenal on him.
Yeah, it took about 10 years to do that.
Now John Cena has let's see what John Cena has. Now John Cena has had an RKO in his arsenal.
Okay, now so I think that and that's why I knew that John Cena wasn't going to beat Dom, was because they weren't going to put the IC title on Gunther for a third time. That makes no sense. Gunther would be a better wrestling
Honestly,
match, but LA Knight would be more entertaining. Okay.
honestly, I'm telling you now that John Cena has lost that title, I kind of feel like I'm going with LA Knight a little bit more. I know the reports say Gunther, but you know WWE, they could change the reports at any time. They could
Do you think
change.
that he is actually going to win his last match now? Are you officially solidifying that he's going to win the match now?
No, John Cena is
Oh,
absolutely losing.
I mean, I've been saying that he should lose. Y'all was the ones telling me that he should win.
No. The only time I was saying that John Cena was going to win was when he was talking about walking away with the title, and then we were suspecting that there was going to be a new title design and all that, but all that shit got thrown out the window when Cody beat him at SummerSlam. That was dead and done and over with. And then after that, he won a match, and then when he got beat down by Brock Lesnar, I was like, all right, this is it. John Cena just putting everybody else over at this point.
I saw a report that said that John Cena's last match was going to open the show. Do you think that would be a good or bad idea?
I think that'd be a fantastic idea.
Oh,
I
really?
still
I
don't.
think I didn't think you would go that way.
I still don't think that this is Cena's last match.
Okay, there we go.
I'm
Why
just
do you
saying,
say
like,
that?
because man, I feel like John Cena's last match is gonna be at WrestleMania.
So you're calling John Cena a liar when he says this is his last match.
I'm not calling him a liar. I'm just calling it. I'm just calling a spade, and I just feel like there's one more unresolved thing that Cena has to do, and it's in the form of The Rock. And I kind of feel like with them running it back at WrestleMania, I kind of feel like we're going to get that very last match of John Cena versus like John Cena's last match. We're talking about a Saturday night main event against Gunther LA Knight. I feel to me, it's like a troll. I feel like it's a troll.
I feel
I
like this
feel like
whole
it's.
John Cena retirement tour has been a troll.
I mean, it has. It definitely has. But I'm just saying, like, I don't know. There's something in me that's telling me that John Cena, and it's not like it's gonna be something that's announced. It's not like it's gonna be something that we're gonna know ahead of time. I feel like it's gonna be some bullshit where The Rock randomly shows up at WrestleMania in the ring talking, and then Cena shows up, and then they just randomly have a match. I feel like it's gonna be on that type of shit.
I don't know, man. I believe John Cena when he says he's done after the 13th. I just believe him.
I don't. I don't.
Okay. Um.
If it was somebody, okay, let's just put it like this. If it was
Okay.
somebody like him facing Edge, like if they got somebody else to come back, like we're talking about his ultimate rivals, right? I get during his retirement tour, he's faced some new people, he's faced a bunch of old people, all that, right? If he was ending his retirement tour against CM Punk or against Edge or somebody like that, that we would say, hell, even I'll take the Miz because these are like his ultimate rivals that he had at the time. But the fact that we're talking about Gunther and LA Knight, that's not how you ended it. It's
But
not how
that's
you.
who. That's how we're ending it. Those are the two finalists, and that's how we're ending it.
Listen, we got the recording, so just know that when John Cena pops up at WrestleMania, you're gonna be like, "Damn, Jay was right again."
I will
He
not
was
be saying
right.
that because it's not going to happen.
Okay, never say never.
I didn't say never. I said not. I ain't say never.
Nah, no, don't backtrack now.
Ain't nothing to backtrack. I didn't track. Um.
Again, John Cena's last match is not going to be no Saturday night main event.
Well, if it's not against them, then who?
What do you mean?
Like who,
I
who
just
would it
said,
be then? The Rock?
yeah.
But that so
Long term storytelling. We talk about it all the time.
yeah, they did that when they had Liv kick him in the dick. That was his karma for turning heel. and
Okay. All right. We'll see.
he got hit in the face with the belt. Everything that he did to Cody happened to him.
We'll see.
All right. So let's do some AEW real quick before we get to our quick hits.
All right.
Have you've been watching, right? The Continental Classic? Okay. Well, Kyle Fletcher got a win over Okada in the tournament.
Ooh.
But and because some people are saying that this Continental Championship tournament has been better than the Cena one, which I can already agree with.
Cena's tournament is not for the wasn't a intercontinental tournament, so you can't compare the two.
But it's a
a
tournament
last
though.
time is now tournament.
It's a tournament though.
Y'all got me taking off my glasses and everything. All right.
Because the thing about the Continental Classic is when people win, they don't get eliminated, or when people lose, they don't get eliminated yet. I think you got to get a couple losses in a row. Because right now, because Okada won his next match and now he has 3 points. Kyle Fletcher has 6 points. Because the whole thing is to end up having Takeshita end up going against Okada. I think that's the whole point of this tournament. But Claudio fought against Jon Moxley and he beat him, knocked him out. Because they had their match went the distance. I know you love when matches go the distance in AEW. And they have to add 5 more minutes. So right when they rang the bell for 5 more minutes, you could kind of faintly hear the crowd going for Moxley, but Claudio ran and hit him with one of them uppercuts and knocked him out, pinned him 1, 2, 3. And the way that Marina Shafir keeps looking at Jon Moxley, it's like she knows that the end is near and she's eventually going to have to pick a side. So I'm pretty sure that because right now, the same way they're dragging out this Judgment Day breakup, they're dragging out this Death Riders kicking Jon Moxley out breakup.
I mean, you've been calling this since back in the summertime. I remember. It's been a while.
It's been a while, and I do believe it's definitely going to. That's why Moxley keeps going on this losing streak. Moxley's lost like his last 4 matches. Tapped out. He's been tapped out in like 4 of them. I mean, 3 of them, or 2 of them.
His contract's almost up, isn't it?
I mean, he signed a 5-year contract. I think that if he does, when he does get kicked out, I think he's just going to take a break for a while because he's been going nonstop. Ever since they turned on Bryan Danielson, he's been going nonstop. And then he had that run with the AEW Championship and all of that.
Yep.
But yeah, he tapped out to Hangman Page with the chain around his neck. He tapped. Then he lost to Hangman again in the rematch. He tapped out in Blood and Guts to Kyle O'Reilly. He tapped out to Kyle O'Reilly at Full Gear. And then he got knocked out and pinned by Claudio in this. He's lost his last 5 matches.
My question is, at this point, do you see? Because to me, honestly, Moxley, to me, I don't really think that his character is like good as a heel. I see him more as a face that plays that line. You know what I mean?
He's
and
like
I kind of feel like,
He's like Stone Cold. He could do heelish type things, but he's a face.
Heelish type things. So I kind of feel like once he gets kicked out or whenever they finally kick him out, that's the role that he's going to go back to.
Yeah.
And I feel
he's
like
probably going to be on some mission to just take him out one by one. That's going to be his mission after that.
Exactly. Which is going to make it even better than the shit that they got going on now with him.
They're going to do to Mox what they did to Brian. Oh, so if that's the case, true, that means that they're going to take the plastic bag and put it over Mox's head and suffocate him. That was Mox's move for a really long time. It's putting the bag over the head.
But the only difference between Moxley and Brian is that, at some point Moxley going to start bleeding. We know that.
He was bleeding last night quickly. I was surprised that in his match against Kyle O'Reilly, he wasn't the first one to bleed. Kyle O'Reilly started bleeding first. Now, I do have some.
It's not a Moxley match without some blood.
I do have some quick hits. So, the indie promotion MLW. That's where Matt Riddle wrestles a lot.
Yeah.
So they're moving their headquarters to Charleston, South Carolina. So,
Mm.
so it's we need to start going to some of these wrestling promotions. They close. They close enough. Just pick a week. Pick a day. Pick a weekend. I think that I take time off. What? You don't want to do
I'm
that?
not even gonna. I'm not even gonna touch that comment. Okay. All right. Go ahead.
I can.
Okay. All right.
If it's on a
Whatever you say.
weekend, I definitely can go because I don't work on the weekends.
Okay. All right.
Um, you see, TNA got a TV deal.
I saw that.
It starts
I
January
didn't get a
15th.
chance to see what's the network.
AMC,
Okay.
and they talking about being on AMC Plus.
Okay. Anything to get off of Axis. And listen, I'm cool with it. I'm fine
Well,
with it.
Santino said that once they get their TV deal, they will become the number 2 wrestling promotion in the world. So. Do you think that they'll overtake AEW by going to AMC?
You know, it's so funny. I could see them. Yes, I definitely could see them overtaking AEW. That's the fun. That's the funny part about it. We're talking about TNA here. Yeah,
That's the nasty part.
that's
uh,
very, especially if they
so
keep this partnership with WWE and they continue this partnership. If they continue this partnership, absolutely yes, I could see them doing that.
Another fun fact. So this was a couple days ago. This was from Wrestling News CO on Instagram. It says, "Did you know that the WWE name has now been used longer than WWF?" This happened just like a couple days ago.
Okay, that's a pretty good fun fact.
I forgot, like they stopped using WWF in like what, like
It was
2000,
like
like
it
99.
was either 99 or 2000. I think it was like one of those.
Okay,
Wasn't it? It was like right after the invasion. I could have sworn it was.
yeah.
Or right before the invasion. It was one of the two. I can't remember exactly.
This one is for you. WWE has offered Chris Jericho a retirement storyline. Would you be excited for that? It'd be the end of Chris
No.
Jericho. It'll be the end of Chris Jericho.
Okay.
Do you think we see him in the Rumble?
Here's my problem. Yes, absolutely. I believe that's when we're first going to see Chris Jericho's in the Rumble. My problem is that which Jericho are we going to get? That's the issue that I have.
Well, I don't,
Because as you can see,
if he hasn't cut his hair, I don't know which one.
as you can see with Dolph Ziggler and Zack Ryder, they both came back with the same stupid ass gimmicks that they hated before. So I'm just
Yeah,
trying to
but
figure out.
like I was telling JD, Zack Ryder, that was like a Pokemon evolution of Zack Ryder. He was more buff. He had a beard, more tan.
Zack Ryder was them making him come back as Zack Ryder was a fucking troll.
After he
That's
wrestled on NXT as Matt Cardona.
I still understand and I can say I kind of agree with Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler does have a legacy that's built under that name with him in WWE with all the years that he put in.
So does Zack Ryder.
Zack Ryder could have absolutely appeared as Matt Cardona, and it wouldn't have changed anything. That was 100% troll. I don't care what anybody say. You can't convince me anything other than that.
The only thing that irritated me was you put Zack Ryder and Dolph Ziggler in the tournament, but you knew we wanted to see them have a match against John Cena, not be in the tournament to face him.
You know what's so crazy though? Honestly, I would have been fine with Dolph Ziggler versus John Cena if Dolph Ziggler would have won the tournament and went the whole way.
Mm-hmm.
I would have been cool with that.
And then let's say he beat John Cena, he'd go back to TNA and have like an identity crisis and be like, "Hey, well, I beat John Cena." They'd be like, "You did beat John Cena. Dolph Ziggler beat John Cena," or something like that. Speaking of different personalities, what happened to the Bayley storyline with her having multiple personalities? What happened to that?
They cut that shit. They listen.
She's just a regular face again. Her and Lyra made up.
What they say? We're gonna take that. We're gonna put this in the box with my mama's titties, and we're gonna throw that shit in the middle of the ocean. And the only way for you to get it is she gotta be motherfucking Jock Hussein. That's what they did with that damn altered bipolar shit that she had going on, schizophrenia stuff. They nerfed that shit in a heartbeat.
So, um, so Lana has her own podcast, but she was doing a podcast for TMZ called Inside the Ring. I guess their wrestling podcast, and
You
she
said
said
Lana?
this. Lana, Rusev's Lana.
Okay.
Uh, she said this. I think that's all TKO. When TKO came on, a lot of things changed. Like you have to buy your own tickets now. Everyone has to buy tickets. Liv had to get all the tickets for her whole family and everything. I guess talking about Survivor Series. Um, my husband had to had to buy to bring his whole family in at WrestleMania. It was $5,000. Had to buy the suite, and it's all TKO. This isn't Hunter. This isn't Bruce. So pretty much, she's blaming TKO for wrestlers not even getting comped tickets anymore, and for the skyrocketing ticket prices.
I believe it. You sold the company to a bunch of money hungry D bags. What did you think was going to happen?
But the fact that they're not even letting their wrestlers get like free tickets anymore.
I mean, did people really think that TKO buying WWE was going to be for the better? It's all about their.
Some
I
people
mean,
did.
no. It,
They got them on ESPN, right?
overall, okay. Overall, quality wise, and when it comes down to certain decisions that were being made, that I'm pretty sure that it's better. How can I put this? When it comes down to operation wise, right? We talk about the shit backstage. We talking, you know what I mean? All the turmoil that they had with Vince changing shit up last minute and like all that stuff. I'm sure that stuff is better. But when it comes down to like the consumer side for us, no, we said it back when we were talking about the sale that it was going to be a shit show, and we talked about how we knew the prices of everything was going to go up. I didn't know it was going to be this bad. Like that they were going to make it damn near where you had to save up half a year's worth of fucking salary just to go see a Raw, let alone a pay per view. But
So I worked with someone, and she told me, she asked me if I was going to Raw when they, I mean not Raw but SmackDown when they come to Charlotte February 6th. And I said, nah, man, the tickets lay a little too pricey for me. And she said, well, Truth said they were doing the same thing in UFC. Yeah, they were. That's why they're trying to make Triple H the Dana White of WWE. But she said that when she got the pre-sale tickets, you know where Section 116 is in the Spectrum Center, right? She said that she only paid like a couple $100s for tickets for her and her boyfriend after the pre-sale code.
I'm trying to figure out where these people are finding these pre-sales because I looked.
That's what I'm saying.
I looked. I looked all over that damn
We
arena.
must not be on the email list.
If she's in 116, she's all the way at the top of 116. She's not down
I don't
low.
know where she is in 116.
They have premium seats. The little premium live seats or whatever it is that's part of that packaging that's in section 100, 200 that are lower level row A, B, and C. Those are $300 to $500. We're talking about one something here. This is like that's insane. I showed y'all how much it was just to sit on the ramp. Now you're
Mm-hmm.
talking about $500 to $700 just to sit on the ramp. And then if you, the only ones that are cheap is the ones where you're all the way not by the ramp, but you're all the way out by the aisle in the corner where you're going to be looking over everybody else. Yeah, you can get those for a couple of $100, but the seats are crappy. Like
Yeah,
to
because
be on the floor.
when I bought my tickets to Raw, they and the crazy thing is they were like hard cam side, but I wasn't like in the like direct cam. I was in the top corner. Kind of, it was decent, but it was still like it was about 300 something. I bought just one ticket.
I'm just saying, could you imagine you got three kids plus you like wrestling and you want to go because it's coming to your city and you want to take your family to go see wrestling You imagine how much you're about to spend for the four of y'all,
Mm.
4 people.
Better eat before you go.
I don't even care about. I don't even listen. Whatever. Food is food. No matter what
And
arena you're
parking.
gonna go to,
And
you gonna
parking.
you gonna pay
Like I'm just thinking.
overpriced food at
I'm
any
just thinking
arena.
about the stuff outside of just the ticket, because the ticket is one thing, but then once you get there, you still gotta park. Then you still gotta, if you bring your kids, they're going to want to eat something. So
What
then you thinking
I
about
mean,
all the extra money.
the one thing I will say that is good about Charlotte and the arena is that technically you could just hop on the light rail and it drops you off right next to the arena.
That's
So
true.
you could, if you really wanted to, save some money in that aspect.
You could avoid parking. Yes.
But there's no avoiding those ticket pricing, especially at Spectrum. There's just
So this comes from, Freddie Prinze Jr., right?
yeah.
So he has a podcast called Wrestling with Freddie, and he says that he was told that ESPN is not happy with the WWE deal right now. This is a quote. ESPN, by the way, is so unhappy with the deal. I was talking to a friend of mine who works for Disney, and he was just like, yo, they're so blank. They better, or I guess that means shitty. I don't know. They're so blank. They better make their money back on this deal. He just said they're hot, meaning that ESPN and Disney, I guess, are pissed at, I guess, the revenue that they've been getting from it. Because you got to think, we went from paying whatever your Peacock subscription was to get every single show to now having to own ESPN, then buy an additional $30 package just to watch stuff that we
And,
get like WrestlePalooza and Survivor Series.
and that's exactly why I'm sitting here shaking my head right now. Like that's whoever came up with that is full of shit because just the price increase for the ESPN app so that you can watch these fucking PLEs, they've made their money probably tenfold already off of that alone. So that
But I think what they're pissed because, yeah, they probably got all those subscriptions earlier. But if WWE keeps putting out shows that people aren't liking, if you just bought it for WWE, you're going to unsubscribe. You hear
that's
me?
no, I'm listening to you. Oh no, I'm trying to
Yeah.
give me 1 second. My bad.
Are you sure?
I thought I had my laptop, but it's about to die. So give me a second.
Hold on, let me mute Jay. And then we'll just play some music in the meantime. I need to get Jay's thoughts on this. Nope, that's not it. Oh, here we go. Let me get something else. I don't like this.
Back in a better.
Okay, he's back. Well,
Hey,
kind
listen,
of. We can't see you.
you can't.
Nah, it's a black screen.
What the hell?
Man, we haven't had a technical difficulty in a minute. Oh, there he is.
I was about to say, yeah, I'm definitely having some technical difficulties today. Woo.
But back to what I was saying. So yeah, because remember when Disney got rid of Jimmy Kimmel and then they lost all of those subscriptions because people were upset. I could definitely see the same thing happening to where if WWE keeps putting out subpar events with 4 matches each and the tomfoolery that we're seeing, I could definitely see people that only got the ESPN Unlimited for WWE deciding to cancel that subscription. So then they're going to lose all them $30 subscriptions because
I mean,
the price is only going to go up higher.
let's be honest. People only got the WWE subscription because of WWE. That was the whole reason for it. But once people start realizing that, oh, I can watch UFC fights and all this other type of stuff with it, that's the selling point. Like they're going to make their money. I don't care what people say. People aren't going to unsubscribe to it because people are just going to unsubscribe and then they're going to want to watch the next PLE and then they're going to resubscribe to it and then they're going to go, oh well, might as well just keep it.
Well, the thing about UFC is next year they're going to Paramount,
Yeah,
and you
but
don't have
that's
to pay,
next year.
and you don't have to pay extra for that. Well, the year is
Yeah,
almost over. It's December, and they don't
yeah,
have.
that
And
is
then
true.
the next ESPN show wouldn't be until the end of January with the Rumble because Saturday Night Main Event is on Peacock.
I don't know why they thought that this subscription thing that they have was going to last.
I know
That's the
exactly
thing
why
that
they
throws
thought
me
it.
off.
I know exactly why
You,
they thought it, but it does be because of how they are now booking their shows. Say what you want about AEW, but because we're having 13, 14 matches. But if you're paying your $40 to $50, you're at least getting your money's worth. You're not even getting your money's worth on $30 from WWE.
I guess so. Yeah, that's true.
I mean, yeah, say what you want. Yeah, AEW. I did a 5.5 hour stream on AEW, but it was worth the money.
I say
Um,
this is what I say. I say everybody go unsubscribe to it. Everybody unsubscribe to it. Because you know what you're going to do? You're going to force them to come back and you're going to force them to go, you know what we was charging was too high anyway, so let's go ahead and drop the price.
True says what they should have done is keep the Peacock deal, but have ESPN do the Big Four.
It's a conflict of interest.
Is it though? Because they still have NXT still runs on Peacock, and Saturday Night Main Event runs on Peacock.
Yeah, I guess so.
And Peacock would still have the library. They still have the library, but when the Peacock deal runs up, I guess they'll shift it. Now, if they get the whole WWE library on ESPN, then I can see people keeping it because then they'd have the whole library. You can watch everything. But right now, it's
Yeah,
just there for the
you
It's
got
just
to
there for
keep your
PLEs.
the fact that you got to keep your Peacock to look at the library and to look at the NXT and stuff. Yeah, I mean, oh well. We had a time and age where you got to spend money. So either you can spend the money or you can complain about it. Either way, you're gonna spend the money. So
Yeah,
you think
because
they
even though
care
I got
about your complaints? They don't
even though
care
I got
about
a
the
VPN,
complaints.
I'm still spending money on it.
They don't care about the complaints because at the end of the day, people are still spending money on it.
They care.
You
We would have
you
to.
complain about your car insurance, but yet you still spend money on your car insurance because you got to have it. So
Yeah, but you can switch your car insurance. That's what I did.
you still paying for something that you're not using.
Well, technically, you are using it.
You're not. You only use it
Car
if you get hit.
or if your car break down roadside. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they're getting their money. They're getting their money regardless. But I think what'll have to happen in order for something to change, they would have to start losing subscriptions because that would be losing money, or people
That's
would
the
just
only way it's going to change.
yeah,
I'm telling you,
people
if people
people would
really
have to
wanted
start
to change,
boycotting. They would have to start
if people
boycotting.
really want to change, stop subscribing. That's the
Yeah.
only thing I can tell you.
Um. So per WrestleVotes, there are some officials within WWE who do not love the idea of Gunther being John Cena's final opponent and retiring.
I don't either, so I agree with him.
So I had a subscriber question, and actually, it's from the same person who said they're going to the show in February. The question is, um, what do you think they should do with AJ in his final year? Do you think that he should turn heel or stay face?
Stay face.
That's what I said.
Stay face and give him a really good push with like the United States Championship.
That is
I
one of the
like
times that
this.
that he'll build him in WWE.
I'm okay with him right now at the I mean, not intercontinental with the
Tag.
tag team title. I'm not mad at it, but we're talking about this is his final year. I don't see him really getting the main title in a big push, but I can see them putting the United States Championship on him and then giving him a really solid push with that one.
I wouldn't mind if Finn ends up going face next year, which I hope he does. I wouldn't mind
Yeah.
seeing him and AJ doing some kind of Bullet Club team up here and there in
I can
AJ's
see
final
that
run.
coming too. I can see
Yeah,
that. I definitely could see that. Hell, I could
But
see them if he does go face. I could see them as the tag team champions.
I would be hype. I would be hype about that.
So
I
they
wouldn't
have
mind seeing.
opportunities. They just gotta make it happen.
Yeah, they did have opportunities. But shit, before Finn joined the Judgment Day, when it was Finn, Liv, and AJ going against Judgment Day, they was kind of teasing that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be mad if Cody turned heel next year. I wouldn't be mad at seeing Cody versus AJ, two former Bullet Club leaders. It probably won't. It could be for the title. Cody would just win it. Will retain, but I don't know. I'd be
I
happy
wouldn't
about
mind
that.
seeing Finn, AJ, and Cody all just putting some shit together.
That could be a War Games match.
And
You got the Bullet Club. See,
Bullet
I would
Club.
watch that if you put the Bullet Club together. Cody, AJ, Finn, and then bring back like Gallows and Anderson for a little bit, and have the Bullet Club going against whoever is the top heel faction at the time, whether it be
it would be on
the
board
Vision, the Vision, or some shit like that. I could get down with that. I think that might be all that I have. Oh yeah, I think that might be all that I have. Yeah, you got anything else that you want to say?
Nah, I'm good.
Well, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. This has been episode 179. We are at 197 subscribers. Please help us get to that 200 subscriber mark. We just need 3 more to get there before the end of the year. So if you know anybody that's into wrestling, make sure you go ahead and send them over this way, man. Go ahead. We got good stuff for them. We got good shorts and anything like that. Make sure you check out our other social media platforms, our Twitch, Instagram, TikTok as well, and our X. The OTR tournament. Have you been checking out the OTR tournament videos that I've been putting on YouTube?
Yes, I've seen them.
So we had the final set on who's going to be fighting for the championship, and I also did a Money in the Bank ladder match for the OTR Money in the Bank. So I've got a lot of stuff coming for y'all. But this has been your man Trey, aka OTR Trey, aka Treyway, aka Thursday Night Trey, aka Watch Party Trey.
Hey, it's your boy Jay, aka OTR Messiah, aka Full Time Jay.
Oh, now hold on. You just messed me up with that one. Now you full time again. You wasn't here last week.
Full time.
All right, y'all. Peace. No, say it. No, say what you gotta say. Say what you want to say.
Nope.
All right.